Hey, what's up? Joe in Vegas here. This is not a review. This is actually more of a little bit of a rant, and it's a personal experience that happened to me for this coming up weekend to go see Eddie Vedder and my tickets. I am out of options. I have no one to contact. Ticketmaster customer service sucks, and I kind of believe, based off of what I'm googling, I kind of stumbled on a little bit of a scam. And it's a real shame because number one, I absolutely love Eddie Vedder. I absolutely love Pearl Jam. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. I have never got to see them. Every time I'm supposed to see them, something happened. They canceled a couple months ago with COVID. I was sick like 10 years ago when they came. I couldn't see them then. Uh, I bought tickets to see Eddie Vedder and the Earthlings, figuring, hey, I'll see Eddie Vedder any way I can, which I think most people feel that way, even though he only sings one or two songs. But I made a decision to go see another show instead. It's not the way I want to see Eddie Vedder. I don't want to see him, front and center of a cover band. I want to see Pearl Jam, so I decided to wait. And that's when I stumbled on something. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I decided to go against what I normally do. I'm a big fan of buying tickets last minute, and this sealed the deal for me. But I did look at the show, and tickets were going fast, and they were pretty expensive for pretty good seats, and I found okay seats that were still very expensive for those seats in that venue, but still cheaper than what was coming. What was left. So I would say when I looked 2 3 weeks ago, probably 80% of the seats were gone. Looked like they were sold out. I got nervous. I got hesitant. I bought my tickets off of Ticketmaster. Keep in mind, Eddie Vedder, way back in the day, Pearl Jam went head to head with Ticketmaster way back in the day, and it almost destroyed the band. They clearly lost, and here we are 20 years later, and they are not only working with them, they are co-conspirators of this fucking scam that they're pulling on fans. And it's masked in a way to make fans think that they're looking out for them, and they're really not. So, two things happened. I decided this week I'm going to go to a different show. I'm not going to go see Eddie Vedder and the Earthlings, whatever the fuck that is. And I went to sell my tickets, and I saw really quickly that Ticketmaster will not let you transfer your tickets out of Ticketmaster, meaning you can only sell on Ticketmaster resale. You cannot sell on StubHub or Vivid Seats or any of those third-party marketplace that has a lot of traffic, and I've had a lot of success selling there. So I said, all right, fine, whatever. I'll sell on Ticketmaster. I go to relist them, and a thing pops up telling me, because the artist feels that they don't want fans to get screwed for people marking up tickets and making a profit, they institute something called a fan-to-fan resale, meaning you can only sell the ticket for what you paid for it. They don't charge you any extra fees for selling, which is cool. That's great. I'll give them that. But you can only charge what you paid for it. I said, all right, I guess that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Um, I put it up, and I noticed that you couldn't even lower the price. You have to sell it for what you paid for it. So I put it up. A couple days go by. I haven't sold anything. It's getting closer to the show. I'm getting a little nervous. So I decide to lower the pricing on that ticket. So I go into Ticketmaster to lower the pricing, and guess what? I'm not allowed to. You're not allowed to lower pricing. And I said, shit, what the fuck? All right, let me see how many tickets are still out there, maybe if the demand is high. I go back into the listing for the show in Vegas, the Eddie Vedder and the Earthlings, whatever the fuck they are. And there are, I would say, at least half the tickets for the venue are now available. They were not available 2 weeks ago. So they clearly painted a picture that the demand is so high and the cost is so high and all these tickets are gone and you better buy quick, which it worked. It fucking worked on me, and I'm usually good with this shit. I do this all the time. But they bamboozled me. Not only did they release half of the venue's tickets, so I mean, the place looked empty, honestly. They fucking lowered the price of the tickets by probably 40%. So a ticket that I paid $164 for is now selling for $98 on Ticketmaster direct to ticket. And there's a shitload of seats at that. When I bought, there were a handful. Now there's a shitload at almost 40% less than what I paid for it. So I said, what the hell? So I went back in to see if I can lower it. So now I cannot lower the price of my tickets, even though Ticketmaster lowered 40%. There's no way anybody's going to buy my tickets. I can't sell them elsewhere. I can't even give them to a friend. I can't even say, you know what, I'm going to take the fucking loss. Here's a friend of mine. Buy me a drink at the next show. Here's 2 fucking tickets for Eddie Vedder and Earthlings, whatever the fuck you guys are. And I can't do that. I'm stuck. There is no way in hell that anybody's going to buy my tickets for $160 when they can buy them directly for $98 on Ticketmaster. So what happens now is I'm going to lose the full value of the tickets. Normally, I could say, hey, fuck it, I got screwed, I made a mistake, I'm going to just drop my tickets for $50. Some fan got lucky, lucky you. I am going to lose the entire value of my tickets. And there is no one at Ticketmaster that's even responding to me. I tried to send a message to Eddie Vedder on Instagram. Maybe someone in his camp would respond that there's a way out of this or a way to wiggle out. No one's responding. And I'm starting to realize this is completely manufactured by Ticketmaster, who I believe, and I have to believe that the artist knows about this. How do they not? I did a quick Google search before I made this rant, and apparently this problem goes back to Pearl Jam. Here's the difference. With Pearl Jam, there's actually demand. There is no fucking demand for Eddie Vedder and the Earthlings. So they have to kick up the dial on this scam that they're pulling and bamboozle the fans. So they call it fan-to-fan resale to protect the fans, but it's bullshit. They're actually fucking the fans. And they're making the diehard fans who go in at the pre-sales, who are the most loyal of fans, pay the highest dollar because they make them feel that the seats are gone. And then they slowly lower the pricing. But they don't let you get out. And that's the problem, and that's why I'm doing this rant. And I know there's other issues too, and I started reading through the message board, and there's a lot of scenarios with this that are fucking over fans. There's another one where they open a separate fan-to-fan marketplace, unless that's what this is, but I don't think so, where they don't open it till a few days before, and they do the same shit with the tickets. They constantly release more and more and more, so I don't need to repeat it, but you get the gist of it. It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting that it's from Eddie Vedder, because he was the guy leading the charge against Ticketmaster fucking up fans. And here he is now. I love you, buddy. You're one of my favorite fucking singers. I really love you, but you are a fucking hypocrite, dude. You are a fucking hypocrite. For the amount of money that you're charging people out of the gate for the seats, only to have to know that they're going to be lowered as you release more. It's supply and demand, dude. This is economics 101 from college. But you're fucking over the fans, and you paint the picture that you're the champion for the fans, and it's fucking wrong. And I'm going to call you out, and I have a tiny little voice on this YouTube channel with 1,900 subscribers, and I get some views every now and then. And I hope that people listen to this, and I hope that people share this, because somebody needs to pull the wool off the wolf. Is that the saying? I don't know. The blanket off the bed. Pull something off of somebody. But someone needs to wake Eddie Vedder up and know what he's doing to his fans, because it's not fucking right what they're doing with this fan-to-fan. It would be fine. It's actually a cool idea. Don't let people mark it up, and don't charge fees. I love that. I actually fucking love that. But it's a fucking scam, because they don't let you lower the price of the tickets. And if Ticketmaster's going to be lowering the price and you can't, boom, guess what? They just sold you a full fucking price ticket, and you got fucked, and there's nothing left on the resale, so they have to keep buying more tickets. And this is a way to sell out a venue, or to sell a lot of tickets that aren't moving. I'm sorry, Eddie. I love you, but I needed to make this video, and I hope to God that people please share this. I don't care if you comment, whatever. Just share this. People need to understand what's going on, and I believe in the power of social media, and I hope that this one gets to somebody on Eddie Vedder's team that can change it, that can make a decision. Maybe they don't know, but I think they do. Maybe Eddie doesn't know, but someone on his team fucking knows, and it's not fucking right, and I'm calling you out on it, Eddie, and I hope that you or somebody on your team listens to this, responds to this. You know what? Don't even fucking respond to me. Just change it, because if I'm getting fucked, and I do this all the time, tickets, I can't imagine how many gullible, innocent fans that are just diehard fans that bought your shit on the pre-sale. Because I remember that happened when Pearl Jam was supposed to play here a couple months ago, and you canceled because of COVID. I remember going into the pre-sale and seeing how much fucking tickets were. They were like $600. And I waited for the pre-sale to be over, and the regular sale started, and I got the same fucking ticket, a run row behind the premium or platinum, and I paid $130 for one row behind someone. But if someone doesn't do this a lot, man, they don't know the difference, and you're taking advantage of it, and it's not fucking right. Sorry. Share this, please. Let's put a stop to this. We have the power. We're the ones buying the tickets. We have the power. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.